In a world where dreams meet reality, there exists a place where your business can flourish. That place is Shopify. Imagine having the power to craft your online store with tools that make it as easy as a gentle breeze. Whether you're an artisan of handmade wonders, a creator of digital treasures, or a curator of the latest trends, Shopify stands by your side. With its customizable templates, seamless integrations, and support that's always there, your dream store is just a heartbeat away. Join millions of visionaries around the globe and let Shopify guide you on your journey. Visit roguemedianetwork.com/Shopify. That's roguemedianetwork.com/SHOPIFY. And embark on your free trial. Shopify, where your commerce dreams come to life.
Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to What's Up Waco, the podcast that loves to introduce you to the people, the places, and the properties that make Waco an excellent community to live. Hey everybody, welcome back to What's Up Waco. I'm your host, Erica Boisvert, local real estate agent and small business advocate. Today, I'm so stoked to be joined by Vanessa Garcia and Hope Balfa. What's up, ladies?
Hi.
Look, already in concert. We're already partnering. Very cool. All right, so you guys are bringing something to Waco that I think ladies out there who are listening, you're going to be excited to hear about if you're anything like me.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got G.E.M.
Yes.
The G.E.M.
The G.E.M.
The G.E.M. So tell me, whose brainchild is this?
So I've had this dream since probably 2021, 2022. That's why I got into real estate in the first place. I was like, I want to create an all-women's gym in Waco. I've been in the fitness industry, working out all my life.
Okay.
But I know that there are a lot of women out there that want to get into it, want to be healthier and feel better, but they feel intimidated. They don't know where to start or how.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And it took me 10 years of working out and being in select teams to finally be comfortable in the gym. 10 years.
This is audio, so you can't see my face, but my mouth just dropped because I'm like 10 years. Now that sounds intimidating.
Yes.
So you're trying to shrink that timeline for other ladies.
Like I was 16, 17, and I had grown men recording me.
Thank you. Yep.
And I only knew because someone came up to me and told me, like, that's sad. I shouldn't have to feel like I can't go somewhere and, dress comfortably and work out the way I want to.
Be safe.
Right.
Yep.
Be safe
100%.
Because who else is going to be recording me? You don't know that.
You never know these days.
Right.
No. Well, and that's what I was like. For me, I'm definitely I'm going to work out in my living room.
Yeah.
Because I can wear what I want to wear.
Exactly.
Nobody's recording my shaky booty. And I don't feel stupid because I don't know how to use the equipment.
Yep.
And so, there's all those videos like you just mentioned.
Yes.
You're as a teenage girl, which by the way fires me up. That somebody would even do that.
Yeah.
But we all see the TikToks.
Yeah.
And there's the ones of people like using chest machines on their legs. And you're like, what are you doing?
Right.
So it's very intimidating. And so now how did you two connect?
Right. So I actually reached out to Hope. We've been following each other for a while.
Okay.
And I've been doing events. Like I did a vision board event for 2024, which was fun. And Hope and I, we share a lot of the same values and beliefs. So I was like, let me reach out to her and let's work on an event together. So we met up at her studio and one thing led to another and it kind of just connected. And we're like, let's just do it. Because I would start talking to her about my gym and how I wanted to do it. And even before that, like weeks before that, there were a lot of little signs that I feel like God, the universe, was sending me and dreams and words that was like, do it, do it. But I was like, it doesn't make sense because the plan logically was always to get established in my real estate career first.
Sure.
And I'm like, I'm just moving up in real estate. So it wouldn't make sense to open my gym. But sometimes you have to listen to God.
Right.
And
your plan's cute and all,
right,
but this
but
is
God's
what's really
like,
happening.
you know what? I have bigger plans, and
we need this now.
Well, and Hope, you're already in the space.
Yeah.
So I'm sure people listening already know you've got TurnUp Waco.
Maybe not. We've only been open for a year. So TurnUp Waco's on the corner of 25th and Columbus Avenue, right in the heart of Waco. So it's easily accessible from like north, south, east, and west Waco. I love it. But TurnUp Waco, some of the same reasons she said I opened the space was because I wanted a safe space for women to work out. I wanted a place because like TurnUp Dance Fitness is so much about the energy. Like most of our instructor training wasn't just about technique because a lot of us came from other dance fitness formats. So we already knew a lot about instructing dance fitness. So it was more about your energy, your attitude, even the kind of language you use or what's the goal of a TurnUp class. And also how to structure your playlist and everything. But most of it is about the attitude of TurnUp. And it's like our motto nationwide. Even now we've got people training in other countries, but it's live loudly, dance ruthlessly, and evolve unapologetically. And so a big part of that is like evolution and just upgrading the way you think, the way that you live your life authentically and without apologies. And some people get intimidated by that because especially like in Waco, very traditional conservative, it's like, oh, well, the unapologetically you like take up space. What? We're supposed to play small and like and they equate humility with like self-sacrifice, like this constant like martyrdom instead of like self-care. And then you serve others from an overflowing cup. Because what I've realized is I have a master's in social work and I've done organizing for like 13 years, community organizing and lots of social work thing where I've served and gave. And I'm a mom of 2 and recently divorced, 5 years ago. And so I was married for 9 years. I was in church world. I was serving in pastoral leadership and everything. And I just realized how detrimental some of those beliefs were to my mental health and my physical health.
For sure.
I was at a very low point physically, like showing 12 out of 13 markers of like early stage leukemia, autoimmune disease. Like my body was shutting down just from stress, people pleasing. It was
because you were so empty.
Yeah. It was just people, because whenever you are taught that that's the only thing that matters, you will just continue to pour until you're empty and your body will start speaking to you and telling you things.
Definitely.
Everyone should read The Body Keeps Score because your body is trying to speak to you. And so I started
stress manifests in really ugly ways.
It does. And during COVID, I found TurnUp Dance Fitness because I taught a few other formats and I always loved the hip hop songs the most. And I wish that the whole playlist was hip hop. And lo and behold, I found TurnUp with Tansy and was doing it from home. But I hate that. Like I love group fitness. I am not as motivated if I'm not with a group of women.
Okay.
And so I was like, we need this. We did 1 or 2 pop-ups at True Love Bar. And I was like, I found a space like Xavier Rosas from Onward Realty, which y'all are both, is it Keller Williams?
Yes.
Xavier had a listing online for just like an empty, which is still ideal, just like a warehouse type vibe. And it was somewhere out probably towards Lorena or something. And I hit him up on Instagram and we started looking around town and found the space, ironically, next door to a friend who has a private hip hop podcast and private hip hop studio next door to us. So it's like we have a hip hop corner.
Nice. In Waco.
And so we started TurnUp a year ago. And I kept hearing that a lot of women were feeling like they had to choose between like crunch and this. Because it isn't just a lot of women here, because marriage and family is such a core part of culture in Waco. Like it's not just them managing the money. It's not just them making the decision. And so they were having to justify to a partner, like, why do you have 2 memberships or why, or, dance fitness? Like, that's just, what are you really doing? We're kicking ass. We are working in that room. So I was like, well, I've always thought, and I had someone else that I was partnered with, who's also pursuing real estate. And so she's pursuing that now. And Vanessa is like already in it. So it's funny how they kind of swap places.
Right. Look at that.
So yeah, it just, everything aligns. But me and her had already started putting like gym equipment, like a bench and like a weight rack or whatever, but it was very small. And when Vanessa came in and she was like, well, I have access to credit. And as long as we can pay that with the memberships, like we just figured out a business plan to make it work. And then so we started purchasing.
Not even a month ago.
No, this was like
been a month.
maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. And we just started finding really, because fitness equipment is expensive.
Yes.
I mean, you can, on a small private gym, you can run easy $100,000, 200 to, yeah.
That's amazing.
And so we started finding a lot of pieces that were like great quality and everything we needed and fit our budget that she had access to. And it just all fell into place. So this week we're installing all of our gym equipment. And so now it's the G.E.M at TurnUp Waco, but it's G.E.M.
Yes.
Which is so cute. The little logo is a gem and it's goddess energy in motion.
I love
because
that.
like she said, we align so much on our values about like women and energy and your frequency and your vibe, which really is just like mood and attitude and what like your mindset.
Sure.
And so we have all these words for it, which I feel like helps us explain easier because we are energy. We are like, what is your mood? What is your attitude? What are you bringing into the space? And so it just got us energy. We're like, you are, because TurnUp was already about like, you're a bad bitch.
Right.
Like we're so building confidence
Yes.
and stronger boundaries and a lot of good self-care habits. And then with the G.E.M, I had already started posting like, I want us to level up, like not just bad bitch or like boss bitch, but like goddess energy. And then we're like, the G.E.M, goddess energy. So it's like, I want women to feel even above just, so once you set those boundaries, you have those habits, like what's next for you? What are your dreams? What are the scary things that you need women to support you, for you to pursue?
Yeah.
Not on your own, but in community. And so we're really trying to build upon that first year of business to build. Now we're like, okay, I got a lot of systems in place.
Good.
I learned a lot of expensive lessons.
Oh my goodness.
In the past year.
Oh my goodness. Cause I just dove in head first. I have no family support. I have no first generation college student. My whole family's in Louisiana.
Okay.
And so, a lot of us get into social work because we're trying to like heal the trauma of our past, our
Like,
lineage.
let me help myself through
Yes,
you.
yes.
We will all heal together.
So this is with Vanessa coming on board, it was like, now that I have all these systems in place, like lead nurture systems and automations and expensive things that are worth it and you have to do it. It saves you time. But now we can focus on the community building aspect of planning, like, let's go, like take the girl, let's all go bowling, let's go skating, like turn up at the skate park, whatever it is. And so we can build community now. And so it's not just
And connect.
Yeah. So women can now come to TurnUp, the G.E.M at TurnUp. They can do either just TurnUp dance fitness classes.
Okay.
They can do the G.E.M membership or they can do all access.
Okay.
And so, and then the G.E.M is going to have like boot camp style circuit type things, CrossFit-ish, like more for those people who like that more.
Just
I don't
like that hardcore.
Yeah. Less dancing. It's
Less
just
dancing.
there's gonna be a playlist or there's gonna be music,
For sure.
but you
Right.
don't have to dance. I'm gonna try to like pull people
Reel them
over.
in.
I was like, you can do it because dance is so good
It's
for
fun.
you.
I did it and I cried.
You
It's
cried?
Like, yes, like it felt so good and I felt so many emotions that like coming to the surface, but I needed that.
Yeah.
And I was able to like let that go through dancing. And I've always, when I was younger, I was very out there and I loved to dance. But as I got older, I kind of kept that to myself.
Well, all that outside stuff starts pouring into you, and you're like, I can't do it
I
like that person can do it.
Right.
All of that,
but
all
no
those
one's
thoughts.
watching and
No.
everyone's doing their own thing.
Mhm.
And it was fun. I loved
It totally comes across like in the news piece that was recently out about TurnUp Waco. You could just, and I don't know how they captured it or if it's
Renako
just
G is
that the energy
amazing.
it just completely came across. It was like dance like no one's watching came to life, except y'all are watching each other in like such a cool, supportive, encouraging way.
Yes.
We gas
And
each other
so-
up.
Yes.
Yeah, and like, you're all your own hype people, and
Yes.
so like that works in such a cool way.
Mhm.
Because a lot of women, we do the whole, I got it. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't need help.
Mhm.
I'll-
Independent.
yeah, but
Which
even
is
more like just
fine.
saying, I've got it. I'm
Mhm.
fine.
When you're really
everything's
not
great.
fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which is what your body started telling you.
Yeah,
No, you're
yeah,
not.
yeah,
You're not
yeah.
fine. And so to like, I can see
There's
how
a
you would, like,
vulnerability
cry it
that
out.
happens here. So because I'm a trauma informed social worker and because I'm a Pisces with a Cancer moon, it's like double water sign. I'm very feely.
So you're
even
yeah.
my
Same.
yeah.
Double water sign.
Really?
Yep, it works out. And so even my passion, so my rising sign is an Aquarius, which comes off as very, I'm very justice oriented. So a lot of my
Okay.
activism, organizing, and any type of passion that I have is like a fiery Cajun woman. that comes from like a heart. It's all heart. And sometimes, we miss the mark whenever we're emotional or whatever. So part of my healing in 2023 was healing my masculine energy, which was that like the scaffolding for your it's like your boundaries, your limitations, your discipline and routines and everything like that, and structure, like the systems in place with TurnUp. Because I just dove in and was like, yeah, sign up. I got an app. And then I was like, no, you need structures.
Yeah.
So I healed a lot of my masculine energy of like, because I pushed it away for so long because I had a very overbearing mother.
Okay.
And she had a lot of unhealed, her masculine was like shadow masculine. It was like very controlling, very manipulative, narcissistic. And so when I got out on my own at 16, I like rebelled against that.
Sure.
And so even as an adult, so then I got married and the church gave, like I had structures not forced upon, but like imposed, like this is the way you have to do things. So then I did that for years and then I got sick. And then I was like, okay. And then I went totally opposite direction after my divorce and was like, I'm in my feminine, I'm going to just feel and do. And which was, I needed that. I needed finally since my teenage years to have a space where I can be unapologetic and like tacos and tequila. And like, I gained a bunch of weight, but it was like happy weight. Like it was legit. Like no one's going to judge me. I'm not going to judge me. I'm going to do what feels good. And then I hit a certain point. I was like, okay, that was fun for like a year.
Check.
My body hurts.
Yeah.
I miss moving around and dancing. So when I found TurnUp, it was like out of love. It wasn't like get back in the gym, because I also was in athletics, show choir. I was a little gym rat before I got married, because I loved it. Like I loved gym culture. Like I love being around other people who are all trying to like improve themselves. And so this time when I got back into fitness, it was from a place of love and like self-care. And I'm very open with like my journey. And the way I do branding and marketing and everything is the same. I'm always talking about, like, we even limit how much we use the word fitness because of the way it's tied to like not body positive culture.
Oh, for sure.
Because sometimes get fit. But what they're really saying is like get thin, get skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll use fitness because it is fitness, but then we'll also use like wellness and wholeness and self-care and stuff, because we don't want women to ever come into this space. Like I told my ladies last night, I was like, if you're waking up and you're shaming yourself into being here, if you're like, you better get your butt up before you get all flabby. Like if you're doing that before you, I said, don't come.
No, don't bring that energy in.
No, because and then I don't want them to program themselves that you come here to like punish yourself, or you come here to change your body the way it looks because of what other people think. Or I was like, I want you, if you feel that way, stay home and love on yourself and like do some things that make you feel better, write in your journal, meditate. But I was like, I want you to come here because you're like, I'm going to feel better after. I'm going to have so much energy. I'm going to see women that I love. I'm going to feel stronger.
And that's what health should be. And like she was talking about the fitness industry is just like, get skinny.
Because they make money off of that.
Right. And we want to promote like being healthier and loving yourself.
Yeah, let that be your motive. Let love be your motive, because of our spiritual walk, like it bleeds into the way we're doing business authentically. It's not like a cliche.
Right.
It's like we literally are working on loving ourselves, and we have set boundaries, and we have let go of relationships, and we have done some hard things. And so we can say that with integrity.
Oh, yeah.
And I also, my podcast is called
to a whole other
The Breakup Baddie is my podcast, because breakups are like so stigmatized when you leave a church, a friend group.
Sure.
The father of your child.
Yes. Your mom, the relationship with your mother or whoever. Like breakups are so stigmatized, but sometimes it's what we need to break through.
Oh gosh.
And you just need to love people from a distance.
It's a breakaway.
Yes. Yes. And so that's why I think you feel it through the news story. Because for one, Renako G, that was her last story before she left Waco.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
So it was so timely. It was so perfect. But she fit right in her first class at TurnUp. I was like, girl, you belong here. And she was like, I'm moving. And I was like, what? She's like, but don't worry, I'm going to do a story before I leave. So
perfect.
it was so perfect. Yeah. And we sometimes even have, I don't know if you were there. We had like after dark, like TurnUp after dark, where I'll just invite the ladies who I know are like at home by themselves, or they have babysitter or whoever, like they're able to come out on a Friday or Saturday night at like 8, 9, 10 p.m. And we'll just like, this is just a hangout, and we just put the music on and we have drinks and snacks and we just dance. And like, it's a club, but it's our safe space club. Like we do
with no one harassing us.
Yes. We do whatever we want. We're gassing each other. Cause I really do believe like women are beautiful. Like I'm a very honestly body positive person. Like bodies are beautiful in all shapes and capacities, because I'm also a birth coach and a doula. So like, I like women are so magical. I about 6 hours a night. So I'm good. I'm ADHD, so that allows me to have a lot of energy for a lot of things.
Sure.
So
I love that perspective.
Yeah, it's a superpower. And so when women come and I'm gassing you up, it's like for real. Like we and the women that are attracted to the space are all authentically the same type of women. Like we really love women, and we really don't have the sense of competition or comparing, and if we do compare, like that's our own shit. Like we have to work through that. We're not projecting that on anyone else. And so it's just, I feel so lucky. I used to go to True Love, and in the back patio they have like dance parties on Friday, Saturday night. And I would do this, like pull strangers out on the floor and like get people to dance with each other and like create this whole vibe. And I was like, this needs to be a thing. Like I should be teaching some sort of, I need to make this happen. Like,
and now
and then we did. We did TurnUp. So,
and then you're taking it next level.
Yeah. I know. So you don't have to choose. Yeah, you don't have to choose between I'm a dancer or I'm a fitness person. Right. Like you can be a weightlifter, a person who just likes the Stairmaster or just likes the treadmill. Well, we have those. We have full dumbbell set from 5 to 80 pounds. We've got medicine balls and kettlebells and squat racks. So you can be one of those people who like, you're hardcore, you like squats and all the free weights. Or if you're like, I want to do cardio. I don't dance, but I want to do cardio, but I don't want to go to a big gym because of what I have to wear, how I have to look. People are going to judge me because I put on 20 pounds. So now I feel like everyone's looking at me. Because like I slightly, quote, overweight at points. Like I even felt like I was being judged, even if I'm not. Like I still feel like I couldn't go to the gym unless I was fit. Which is such a oxymoron, right?
Which is like, that's why you go. But they have done that, like going back to what you said earlier about fitness industry just being about getting skinny, and that's how they make money. Well, they make money on that because it's unattainable. Yeah, what they're putting out there is
and unsustainable
at all. So they're like, "Give me your money." Wait, you're not there yet. Give me your money. Yeah. And so for this to be a whole body and mind
and soul, everything.
It's everything. And so I think it'll work out really well for y'all because people will just be happy to be there.
Yes.
And not having that judgment. And for people like me who are like, I'd rather be in my living room because other people kind of suck.
Right.
To know that there's this safe space in Waco.
Yeah.
Of all places.
It's a very Austin vibe.
It is. It's big city vibe in Waco, which I think is what Waco has kind of evolved into. And definitely needs.
And I hope people understand the value of that. So I know we have been trained in our very capitalistic, consumerist society to see, like, we want cheap. We want, but the value. So it's like your monthly membership for all access is less than one session of a therapy session, which go to therapy, yes. But also understand the value. You're paying for a month of another form of therapy.
Right.
Your community. Some of us have stepped out of organized religion and things like that, where there's like this microwave, like you get there and you have instant community and you have instant life group, and now all of a sudden people care about your children and your babies and bringing you lunches when you're sick, and you have instant community. And so if you don't want to feel like you have to go there or go somewhere that you don't really feel like is your fit, well, now you have community based around just wanting to level up your life and be healthy. And so there's so many layers, and having someone who knows you and cares about you and checks in on you, and even the encouraging form of accountability, hey girl, you haven't been here, what's been going on? Just so many things, that the price tag of $79 a month for unlimited access, unlimited classes, boot camps, everything. And it's exclusive, it's private, it's vibey, it's everything. And honestly, I think people should get in now, because if it gets too full, we might have to cap it, or just us figuring out the business side of our expenses. I mean, it's a private studio, and when you can't fit 10,000 Wacoans in your building, you can't charge $19.99.
No, right.
So it's just understanding you're getting what you pay for and more. And so don't let scarcity mindset or anything hold you back from doing what you need to do.
Well, and even if that is the number $79 a month, even when you said that, I was like, oh, that's nothing. For what you're getting and what you're offering in the space that you have. And you're going to have classes too, right? So, I mean, I know you already have dance, but I think I had read yoga, Pilates. That eventually we're
aiming for
right?
February, trying to get it all done by February.
Yeah.
I mean, that's next month. I mean, it's not a long time to wait. So, I mean, no, that's great. So nitty gritty, detail-wise.
Yes.
Because we've been like big, like this is the big idea. So nitty gritty, when does it all start? How do you sign up? Is there anything like how do we go about being part of this?
Right. So everything's on the TurnUp Waco website. You can look it up on Instagram, Facebook,
TurnUpWaco.com.
And all the memberships are on there.
Mm-hmm.
We also have $15 drop-in classes or rates for the gym. So if you just want to try it out for a day or two and see if it's where you want to be, then you can just pay $15 per day. Instead of committing to the membership. And there's no commitment, no contract.
We have no contracts or no cancellation fees. So that alone, because I'm still riding out like, what is it, how it works? Where you have to pay 2 months before you cancel, and then
or like Planet Fitness.
And then they still try to talk you into
staying. Planet Fitness, you have to be there for like a year until you can cancel, and then the yearly fee is like $50. So I go to Planet, so I know.
I remember we signed up for Gold's Gym, not here, but my husband and I did, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like a down payment on a car. Like, what are they doing?
Annual fees too, like they'll charge annual fees, so at least they get that chunk of like $60 from you every year. So even if you never show up, I spent so much money. If you really think about it, so I spent $20 a month at Crunch, right? And I went 3 times out of 3 years. And so all that money, and so I sat there and was like, why? Because so the idea was, I know I need to work out. I know I want to get active. I know I want to do all these things. But then there was this tension, because you can't just say, I'm just lazy. I'm not going because I'm lazy. I'm not going. Listen to your body.
Deeper than that.
It's deeper. I sat with myself and was like, it's because I don't have all the clothes that I really want to wear. Like, I have high standards for myself. I like to do things with excellence. And so, and I'm a business owner, so you want to show up and like look good. Right. And so I didn't have the clothes, or I didn't like, my hair wasn't always on like top. Like it wasn't, I was like, I just, and then I don't want to work out at home. Because like I said, I only do well with like group fitness. So I was like, okay, if I can break down all these barriers for other women, and not having people watching you, not have people looking at and like critiquing your form, or they think they can do it better than you, whatever. Then I was like, then I'm like, the years that I wasted at Crunch was just a learning lesson for me of like the value, because there I went, that's $240 for a membership I never used every year. And so it's like, what really is the value? We even have memberships for unlimited. So if you can do TurnUp $49 a month unlimited, you can do the G.E.M $49 a month unlimited, or you can do both unlimited $79. But we have packages where you can do like a year long, where it brings it down to like $40 a month just to commit. So if you are someone who's like, I want to do this, I want to see this goal in the next 6 months or the next year.
We have the 3 month and 6 months.
3 months, 6 month, 12 month.
And also, if you're somebody who doesn't want that monthly bill and you can just be like, done, handled, I can just show up.
And just show up. Right.
And it's such a good value. I mean, you paying like $400 or something for like an entire year of an exclusive private gym that you can go into. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we're going to have like community events, community building events, networking events we have a lot of female business owners.
I'll bet.
And self-care events, because a lot of our ladies are social workers, nurses, mental health professionals. So yeah, my class Sunday was all nurses, social workers, and mental health professionals. So like,
it's all the people who really needed to let go of some weekly energy, right? Oh, that's great.
So yeah.
What a cool way to tap into just a different approach.
We're going to start doing, me and her are both getting our personal trainer certification. I was like, I feel like we probably should have done that a long time ago, because we both have been in this for a long time. So we're going to do that ASAP so that we can officially, because people train even without a certification, but I just like to have those credentials.
Sure.
And do it right. So we'll be there. So you'll have like 2 floating trainers. Like if you're working on machines and you're like, I didn't know how to do this. Like, we will help you.
Or I saw this online. How do I do this?
Right. You don't have to be embarrassed, because we're literally here for that. We're here for you. So,
or even like, I need to work on this right here. You'll be like, go do that.
And so you can either like, we'll have appointments, because our website allows for, we use Push Press. So we use the Push Press app, but it allows for booking appointments. So if you want to book a session, like one-on-one, you can do that. Or if we're just there and you're like, hey, I just need a little help with this one thing, then that's cool too. So yeah, it's everything. It's every reason why you don't go work out. We have broken down all those barriers. Vanessa's also got Fit Femme apparel. So she's going to have her apparel line
working on that
in the studio.
How does that look as far as timeline?
Next month, within the next month or 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a lot closer
Maybe
than
3.
expected. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say summertime-ish?
I'll say
Maybe.
that just to be safe.
Okay. I mean, give yourself
yeah.
time. I think you've got a little bit going on right
Yeah.
now. So
not that
I mean,
I think once we get the equipment installed and that's out of the way, she can focus more on.
That's
them.
really what's been like.
Yeah,
Is that kind of on your mind right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Plus your work.
real
Real estate. I love her
Right.
aesthetics. Like that was something that I was so drawn to, was like you can feel her energy through her real estate page and just how she operates her business. I love that she integrated spirituality with real estate, because I have a bad habit of compartmentalizing everything because I knew that I wore so many different hats, and then I knew that sometimes people have a problem wrapping their brain around you, like they don't get you. And because of my like wounding of like being misunderstood my entire life, that bled into my adulthood, where I was like, I want to be easy to understand. I want people to get it.
Let me make this so easy for you.
Yes. And so to see
you
her,
gotta take you.
I know. So to see her put both together, I was like, oh, maybe I really can integrate more spiritual things, or more just more parts of me in with TurnUp Waco.
Nice.
And so being more vocal about like my life coaching and the breakup baddie, and how that plays into your healthy boundaries and leaving old mindsets and things behind, and then coming here to take care of yourself. And so, yeah, Vanessa, she is much younger than me, but like so wise and just spiritually, like she's an old soul. And
I am.
she is. And so I learned
felt that
even so much from her.
Yeah.
And so she's getting mentored by me on the business side, and like not having to jump into business on her own and learn all those mistakes that I learned.
Very cool.
And then like me, just she's handling all of our social media and learning from her, because she's like that younger generation that knows how to do these things.
The TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh my
So
goodness.
she's
The Twitter X.
the X. So so there's just so much value.
But that's
there.
what a good partnership, right? Like you just compliment each other
Yes.
and you bring out the best in each other. It sounds like, right? Like you're building each other up, encouraging,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is the whole basis of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, we are. And like a lot of people here understand the concept of like, we are the body, like with the hands and the feet and the whatever. In this community, we still have that same idea of like, where I lack, she fills in. And like, even the ladies that come in, they all add something. They all have like a story, and they all have things that, you know, they bring to the community. And so I want them to feel seen and valued and known. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing. 2024. It's up.
I know. I'm excited. Big things happening this year.
It is.
So
It's
you should
good
come
stuff.
visit.
I
Come
will.
drop in.
I'll come embarrass myself. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Let's
worried
have a
about
free
it.
drop in, you know.
Hey. I'll come by. And then you'll be like, ooh, don't drop it like that.
No, you better drop it like that. We get so
don't judge.
hyped. No, it's like the opposite of judging. So like we will gas you up more. The more that you do, you're like, we've had women that like get on the floor and like,
Yes.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Gas you up, like it's the best.
You're
Because
like, no,
I love
it's just
seeing
freedom.
people free and liberated because of my like activism in the immigrant rights movement and criminal justice reform and like prison abolitionists, like the liberation, physical and spiritual and emotional and mental, that's my jam. So like seeing people break free from all of these self-judgment and limitations. And I'm a breastfeeding mom. I can't go twerk on a wall. Yes, you can. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? So
Right.
like, yeah. So bring it all together. Like as much as I'm trying to be multidimensional and like merge all of my different identities, I want like the women in that space to also do the same thing. Like you can be whatever you want to be at the same time. So Vanessa's now a gym owner and a real estate agent. So yes.
And it all works together. It's all wellness.
It
Yes.
does. It does. It's
I
like
like
quality of life. Like
It
you're
is.
improving people's quality of life.
Yes.
So
Very much. Well, very good. I'm so stoked that you ladies were here today to talk about this.
me too.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
So we've got the G.E.M at TurnUp Waco opening next week.
Yep,
Yes,
Monday.
Monday, January
That's
15th
awesome.
at 6 a.m. Be
Yes.
there.
This weekend. If
Yes.
you can use a drill,
Yes.
come on by. Okay, so cool. Actually, I don't know if this will air Thursday or next Thursday. So you might already be
We might be
open,
open,
when people
yay.
listen to this.
And
So that's great.
TurnUpWaco.com. And so
Very
our
good.
website will also be live because it's had me in a chokehold. It's been so tedious, but I finished up with the developers yesterday.
Nice.
And so it'll be fully functional.
yeah, that is
with-
not ever fun to put that together.
Yeah, especially because we've had so much change from like what TurnUp was to now. And so they were trying to build it at the same time. I'm like, just kidding, new plan.
Wait.
And so they love me. But yeah, it'll be fully functional. It's such a, I'm like, it's a hot website. It's vibey, swag.
Good.
So.
Well, good. Okay. So also if you want to watch the newscast, I think that really shows the vibe just really comes through. And so, and hopefully this does too. So if you're listening and you're like, I feel that, go, because I can tell just being in the room with you too. It's very, it's like tangible. Your energy, your excitement, like it's all just out there. And so please, women of Waco, go check it out. Yeah. Ladies, be yourselves.
No age, judgment, any size, any skill level, anything.
Wherever you are in life, come.
Yeah.
Come hang out, work out, feel better.
We got equipment that had like, and just to get into the really honest, vulnerable nitty gritty, we got equipment that can bear heavier weight. Okay. So like if that has kept you from like going into a gym because you just feel so far from yourself and where you've been, like, no matter what size you are, there is zero shame. And I feel like that needs to be said because women will shy away if they have been considered morbidly obese or whatever by their doctor and everything. They really only can work out at home in their mind. Like it's so scary to walk into a fitness space. Oh, gosh, but we want you to know this is literally the place for all the misfits, all the outcasts, all the women who just want safety, everything that would keep you from a traditional fitness setting. You are welcome here. You will be like enthusiastically welcomed here. And so just know that when we say everyone is welcome, we mean it. Like we're intentional about the equipment we bought because we wanted every woman to feel safe and welcome. So
no, that's a good thing to know your thought behind that because people don't even consider it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a space where you have
like your treadmill and you're still like they give you options like 250 pound weight limit, 400 pound weight limit. I'm like, come on. Like I was 250 whenever I was pregnant. So like we need more than that.
Right.
So
yeah. We want everybody to come in and feel celebrated. Very cool. All right. So TurnUpWaco.com will get you all the information that they need.
Yep.
Very cool. Thank you so much,
Thank
ladies.
You.
Very good. This has been What's Up Waco. Go check it out. We'll talk to you soon. Do you have a topic you want to talk about? Do you have questions about Waco, the real estate market, how to sell your house, what to look for when you're buying a home? Send me an email, ericasellstexas@gmail.com. Shoot me a text, 254-447-0180. Happy to chat about it. Find me anywhere you listen to your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. In a world where dreams meet reality, there exists a place where your business can flourish. That place is Shopify. Imagine having the power to craft your online store with tools that make it as easy as a gentle breeze. Whether you're an artisan of handmade wonders, a creator of digital treasures, or a curator of the latest trends, Shopify stands by your side. With its customizable templates, seamless integrations, and support that's always there, your dream store is just a heartbeat away. Join millions of visionaries around the globe and let Shopify guide you on your journey. Visit roguemedianetwork.com/Shopify. That's roguemedianetwork.com/SHOPIFY. And embark on your free trial. Shopify, where your commerce dreams come to life.